I'm a minute late. I am so sorry. Hello, everybody that's in here. I don't know how many of you are in here, but I'm assuming there is Saturn, Straight Up Bell, Kitty Witty, Mac J. How are you all? If you're all still in here, I'm not sure. But like I said, um no, anyway, if Andy's in here, I'll tell you the answer to that later. But like I said, welcome to the people that are in here so far. I don't know how many of you are in here, but tonight it's all about getting to know me. And if there's questions you'd like to know, feel free to answer. Welcome back, Kitty Witty. Feel free to ask whatever you'd like to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. But if some of them are too personal, I won't because, I reserve the right for that. But like I said, tonight's all about getting to know me because I did one of these before, but then got completely off track about doing it. So if there are any questions you would like to know answers to that I can possibly answer, like I said, if I find it a bit too personal or a bit too rude, I by all means will not answer it. Apart from that, I don't know what else is going to happen tonight. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I'm feeling a lot better than I have been, that's for sure, but my throat's still a bit hoarse, as you can probably tell. But I'm doing my best just to make sure that I rest my throat as much as I can. Do you have any theory on the what's case? A lot of theories, and Kitty Witty, they will all be addressed in a live that I'll be doing in the next week or two, and it's going to be called What's the Matter You? Or what's your opinion? And my opinion, honestly, is I don't think Chris is responsible for everything that took place that day of August. That August morning, I don't believe Shanann and the girls passed away on the Monday. I believe Kessinger is involved. I believe that $10,000 that they claim that Chris took out of his 401k, known as superannuation over here in Australia, but over in America it's the 401k. I believe he took that out to save his children, and he was at the police station, so it was too late to save his kids. In a nutshell, that's my opinion. But yeah, that case makes me very, very, very angry. But I will, like I said, I will be doing a live on and in like I say, a week or two about all my innuendo or theories or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, you reckon, Saturn? Cool. Glad we're on the same page with that. Saturn, have you been in my live? Jody, hello. Saturn, have you been in here before? I'm not sure if you have. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but if you haven't been in here before, welcome. If you have, and I've forgotten your name with that, I do apologise. My memory these days is not as best and as sharp as it used to be. But yeah. Um there's 5 of you in here. Hello to all 5 people that are in here. Welcome. I guess programming my live is actually of a benefit when I send it out to people. Do you have a theory on it, Kitty Witty? Sorry, I got a cough. So yeah, that's what I believe, because yeah. Oh, okay, Saturn. No worries. Oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome into my live, Saturn. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Please be respectful of other people in here, and please be respectful of other people's opinions. That's be respectful of me. That's all I really ask for in here. But yeah, but like I said, it just comes down to that, the one motto I have for my channel is basically, hey DJ, long time no see. Yeah, I'm feeling much better, but like I said, I still have a bit of the cough. So if I mute myself at any point, it's because I'm about to cough. So I've been told coughing on panel's a bit rude. So I'm going to try my hardest to mute myself when I need to cough and see how we go. Like I said, tonight is an open panel to talk about anything, ask anything. And like I said, I reserve the right not to answer certain questions if I think they're too rude, too personal, or could get me in trouble for answering them. So we'll see how tonight goes. I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks as well, I can do my Beaumont children's story. I'm hoping I can get on top of doing that. And I'm hoping I can then also do a live about a little bit more about the JonBenét case. I'm hoping to do a lot more true crime going forward, but time will tell if I've got the stomach for it. Fingers crossed I do, and if I don't, then I just don't do it. Yeah, I know, but there's a lot there that I've got to, when I do certain cases, Saturn, I have to be very cautious of what the content is, and I have to be very cautious of the friends that I have created away from. Well, I created them on YouTube, and then I speak to a lot of those people away from YouTube, so I have to be very careful on what cases I talk about because there are a lot of people that could potentially be triggered, and I don't want them to be triggered. So I have to be very, very careful on what cases I do decide to discuss. I also discuss conspiracy theories, all those sorts of things on here. But like again, I said before, I have to be very careful of what I talk about because it could potentially upset people. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that one, Kitty. So I won't be discussing that one. Unless I do my own research and then put my own little twist on it, as I do with a lot of cases. Like, as we all know, apart from Saturn, that's been in here since roughly the beginning. I had nicknamed to the people in the Chris Watts case because then that way, if people were potentially triggered by it, they wouldn't be triggered to the fact where they couldn't tune in. So I have to be very, very careful of cases I discuss on here. Which I'll look into the Ruby Frankie one and see, like I said, I'll see if I can put a twist on it, so to speak, like create nicknames so I can discuss it, but it won't trigger anybody because that's the problem with true crime. It always triggers somebody. So I have to be very, 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 very careful. And it's the same with, like, if you talk about certain conspiracy theories out there with having, excuse me, forgot to mute myself. If you do discuss true crime, some people out there, without sounding too disrespectful to them, some people don't care if they trigger their fan base, and I do care. Feel free to send me, if you're friends with me on Facebook or you're friends with someone who is friends with me on Facebook, please feel free to send me links to things and I'll be happy to look into them. And if I find a lot of things triggering myself, like talking about the Chris Watts case, I have in the past, before I created the nicknames for everybody in that case, I came up with that because it was a bit triggering for me to talk about in general. So I created nicknames so I wouldn't be triggered, so I could talk about it. Excuse me for a sec, guys. Sorry about that. My throat's still pretty sore. But no, I want to be able to give people a voice on my channel. I want people to feel as though that they can talk about things openly if they need to. If they need advice, when I drop the link, they can pop up here, but I won't probably be dropping it tonight because tonight is going to be somewhat of a short live because my throat isn't the best still. So I'll see how I go through the night, so to speak, to talk about stuff. So yeah, I will say this in advance, and it's going to probably piss some people off, but hey, shit happens. If you wish to help me with my channel at any point, feel free to. If you want to financially help me, my PayPal link is in the description. And unfortunately, that is the only way I will accept a donation. There are some people who do have my banking details, but I won't be giving out that to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, so they can do that. I'll be like keeping my PayPal link in there. You may find that my Amazon wish list has been removed because there's no point to that. But if you do wish to go through my Amazon wish list, just go through, excuse me, previous lives, and the link in like the wish list is still active. It's just that I don't post it in my description as much as I used to. So my PayPal link is there though. Excuse me. But we'll see how we go. Any other questions? Like I said, feel free to ask anything, providing it's not rude or too personal. Feel free to ask whatever you would like to know. Like I said, it's all good. I've had my channel for nearly 3 years, guys. So I'm hoping by doing these Q&As, I can get a few more subscribers, get a few things rolling. We'll see how we go. Feel free to ask any questions, guys. I'm just going to be quiet for a bit so you guys could think of any if you've got any. Yeah. If there aren't any questions, I don't know, won't continue asking. But like I said, I'm an open book just about people that I trust with my secrets know a lot about me, and they're good people. So, excuse me. But yeah, like I said, feel free to ask anything. But yeah, I'll just keep talking. I was asked. Fucking dry coughs, they suck. But yeah, like I said, it's just coming down to the fact that I want people to get to know who I am as a person. I'll give a little bit of a background story of myself. I have had a hard life. I wouldn't say horrible life because it's turned me into the person I am today. But I've had a hard life. Life hasn't been easy for a lot of us out there, and my life has been like an up and down kind of roll, like up and down, sharp turns, and all the rest of it. A lot of things have happened in my life that I wish I could take back. And then I think to myself, but those events that took place that I want to take back have also shaped me to the person I am. I think I'm a sort of a decent person. I'd like to think that I help people when they're feeling down or something like that. I'd like to feel as though that I can help people. There are some people that I would like to say I wish I never met, but I won't. Obviously, I'm not name dropping anyone, but the people that know me know who I'm talking about. It's very, very hard. As a quote that Elvis once said, he goes, "It's a human being. An image is one thing, and a human being is another. It's very, very hard to live up to an image." And I agree with that. Like, I don't, as far as I'm aware, I don't have an image to uphold for the world to see, to hold up a mirror in front of my face and see what kind of person I am. I know what kind of person I am. And I know that if I could, I would be doing a lot more. What got me into true crime? Good question. When I was a kid, I used to watch this show called Australia's Most Wanted, and I found it very interesting how the people who presented the cases were, like, obviously I knew they were police officers, so somewhat they were professionals and stuff, but I found it very interesting how in the case of any crime, it doesn't matter if it's a murder, an SA, or anything like that, I think that it's very interesting how every single case out there starts off with a theory. And even though I hated theory when I was in school, like I hated science theory, I hated theory about anything, but I always found true crime interesting because it's like these people, obviously they go to school, they study on how to solve a case and all this kind of crap. But when you think about it, every single murder out there that has happened and will happen in the future, they start off with a theory and then they build on that theory. And that's something that I've always found interesting. It's unfortunate that I can't afford to do the course myself because I don't want to do that course. I just want to have my own theories and be able to present them to YouTube and put it out there for whoever listens. So what got me into true crime was knowing the fact that, there could be people out there that I could walk past, and I think to myself that ever since I was about 10, 12 years old, this is something I've never told anybody. I used to always have these theories that when I look at somebody and I think about, like, when I'd be on a bus on my way to and from school, high school that is, I used to always think to myself that a voice would go over my head and go, she was last seen getting off the bus at blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, what was on that bus? You know what I mean? So I got into true crime because I was thinking maybe one day I could solve a crime. Never have, probably never will. But I always found it interesting, like when people would get kidnapped or all that sort of shit. Just crime in general really interested me. It didn't interest me to ever go and, like, say, kill someone or injure somebody or SA someone or anything like that. But it interested me in the fact that just the tiny, like, over the last recent, say, decade, we look at how far technology has come along, and you think about it, just the microscopic piece of evidence could be what could solve a case. So I always found that very interesting, about how one tiny little bit of evidence that, you and I walking down the street would look at, say, a piece of paper or an empty beer bottle on the side of the road. We'll look at that and think, oh, can't those people put it in the bin? Whereas if it's at a crime scene, it's taken in as evidence, and that could potentially solve the crime. So, little things like that would always interest me as a kid. So that's what got me into true crime, just the fascination of it, thinking what went through that person's head to do this to this person in such a horrific way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what got me into true crime. And plus, like, when I was a kid, there were cases like the Rihanna Barreau. I'm trying to think what other cases, like the Bevan Spencer von Item. He wasn't around much when I was a kid, but I heard a lot about him, and it sickened me. But it intrigued me to think what goes through the state of mind of a serial killer or just a singular murderer. So that's the answer. I hope that answered your question, Kitty. But yeah, it's just knowing that there's people out there who do commit crimes and they go, I had a horrible childhood. Guess what? Every single one of us, whether we were spoilt rotten or we grew up poor, we all had something wrong with our childhoods one way or another. And we didn't end up killing anybody. So I just see that sort of stuff. I find it very interesting. Sorry, give me a sec to checking the time. Wow, I've only been live after the time's up in the corner. But yeah, any other questions? See, when I program the live, I don't get many people in here, but that's, in a lot of ways, that's a good thing, because I wouldn't be able to handle if there was like 30-something people in here. That'd be like, oh my fucking God. Who haven't I said hello to? Who haven't I been and all that sort of stuff? So it's all good though. Okay, here's a question for the people that are in here that are participating. At the moment, it's mainly Kitty Witty, but I'll ask anyway. Apart from being sent links when I do go live, where did you all discover me? There you go. There's a question for my subscribers. And if you're listening to this on replay, please feel free to leave a comment as to where you came across my channel, or how you got to know who I was. That would be amazing if I could have some feedback on that, because yeah, it'd be very, very interesting to know where you all stumbled across me. That'd be cool. Oh, sorry guys, I'm really tired tonight, so it probably won't be a very, very long live. From AD, awesome. I hope he's okay, because I haven't heard much from him. Well, I don't hear from him personally, so I don't think that I'm saying when I haven't heard much of him. It's just, yeah. But I hope everybody is well. Thank you for answering, Kitty Witty. You're the only one that's participating in chat. There are 6 people in here, and you're the only one talking. Yeah, I just see it as that. Like I said, there are a lot of people. Hang on, sorry. Oh, okay. I think I know who that was. Yeah, yeah. We won't go there. But like I said, I love being able to communicate with people all around Australia or all around the world. It's awesome. I love it. All I have to do is press that go live button, and before I know it, I'm providing people are listening. I'm in all parts of the world that have YouTube. It's very, very. It is actually a very I'm honoured to be in the ears or well, that's how you hear, isn't it? With your ears. I'm happy to be in the ears of everybody that's listening. So I hope everybody is feeling good. I hope everyone's having a great day, night, morning, wherever it happens to be in your corner of the globe. But yeah, I'm just trying to take it easy as much as I can. Of course he is. Oh, you mean AD? Yeah, well, I've got to find the channel he's on because when I can't find it. My YouTube has been going all over the place lately. It's weird. And the fact they keep on like updating it and stuff like that and then changing the settings, and 1 minute my little logo is up in the top top right hand corner, and then when I update the YouTube app, it's in the bottom right hand corner. It's just like, oh, for fuck's sake, make up your mind where you're going to keep the logo for my channel. It's very, very frustrating. I'm just trying to open up one of my last butter menthols, guys, so give me a moment. Oh, far out. I can't open anything these days. My hands are so freaking flimsy and they suck. Oh, there we go. I think I've got it. Yeah. Yay! So if you hear that little rustling, that's me trying to get my last bottle of menthol out. Yeah, well, that's it. Because I try and do my lives at night, right? It could be beneficial to the people in America if I don't do it at night, but I can't please everybody, and night times are easier for me anyway, so all good in the hood. That is very, very true, Kitty. That is very, very true. Jet's mum, she goes live at a good time. It's late for her, like really late for her. But yeah, when she goes live, I'm just like contemplating a few things and stuff like that. So, she's pretty cool. I like her. Oh, sorry. I've got how much charger cord. Oh, man. Oh. Sorry, just trying to find everything. It's not easy. It's not easy being green. I'm not green. But for those who think I am, cool. But I'd rather be purple than green, that's for sure. Oh, just trying to get my charger cord unstuck. Oh, there we go. Now it's plugged in, so hopefully it's all good. Yeah, she's mainly on in the afternoon for me here in Adelaide. So yeah, so when she goes live in the afternoon, I don't have a clue what time it is for her. But it's a decent time. She's pretty cool. I like Jet's mum. She's nice. Are there... Excuse me for a sec. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. I had to reply to a friend of mine who replied to a message I sent before I went live. But oh yeah, here's some news for everybody. I wasn't going to tell anybody, but I'm telling all of you now because why not? I was actually considering the gastric band, and then I figured out that no. I found it like The pros outweighed. I mean, sorry, the cons outweighed the pros, and everything that they've said could potentially be a side effect. Knowing me, that was what I would have. And yeah, I was told that if I had surgery on my hand, my carpal tunnel would clear up and I'd be fine. I'm not fine. I still suffer from a lot of numbness in my left hand. So yeah, it wasn't a good idea. Removing the broken or split meniscus in my knee, which for those who don't know, it's the outer layer of the cartilage. And they said if I had that removed, I wouldn't have any more pain in my knee. And I've actually had more pain now since I've had surgery on both of those. So, excuse me. So, anyway, so yeah, so when I found that it can split, as in like the gastric band, it can split, it can expand, it can drop down, all of those sorts of things, in all honesty, scared the living shit out of me. So I rather stay fat and lose weight the way that the best way I can, which is basically eating as healthy as I can, even though, keep this in mind, boys and girls, anytime I eat something meat wise, it goes in my air fryer and I cook it that way. I don't cook anything in a fry pan as far as meat goes. I don't cook anything like that in a fry pan anymore. It all goes into my air fryer. And I still end up putting on weight. I'll eat salads, I put on weight. I eat so carrot sticks and hummus, I still put on weight. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just fucked up. No worries, kitty. And like I said, I try my hardest to eat as healthy as I can, try and prepare my food the healthiest way I can, and it still fucking fails. So if anyone else has any tips, like I have a George Foreman grill, I've used that. It still does not help me. It's just like I'd love to be able to be reassured of the weight loss side of things as far as the gastric band. I would love to be able to be reassured, but I don't like mushy food. I'm sorry, but I don't. If I'm going to have vegetables, I want them to be roasted, and if I'm going to have mashed potato, I'd rather know that. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I can't have much dairy because every time I have dairy, I get sick, as in diarrhea and all that kind of crap. So I can't have dairy. So that's another thing I can't have. You wouldn't be able to have yogurt. You know, all these sorts of things that they suggest that you can have with gastric band, and they're things that I don't like. So it's very, very frustrating. Now, who's actually in here? There is. Make sure I'm reading this right. Sorry, guys, give me a sec. There's 7 of you in here. So, can anyone else ask any questions that they would like to know about me? Oh, God, sorry, give me a sec. Yes. Yes, I do, Kitty Witty. Oh, if you're back, welcome back. I thought you were going to be right back, but yeah, welcome back. But like I said, yes, I have very, very big issues with dieting. I try my hardest to do everything I can think of, buy an air fryer, I buy a steamer, I buy George Foreman. And this is going back in the day, guys, and the air fryer I got was a gift. So don't think that, hey, why she got all these things, yet she's asking for donations. I'm not asking, I'm just saying if you wanted to. I try and do everything that's healthy as I can. But it's just like, if there's 1% of fat in something. Oh, okay. No worries, Kitty. It comes down to, like I said, I'm trying just about, I could possibly do the gastric band, but like I said, with all the pros and cons and stuff like that, the pro is that I'll lose, what was it they said, like 20 pounds, or mind you, I'm not exactly sure what that is in kilos. I think it's like about 40 kilos. um, what do you call it? I'll lose like that amount of percentage weight over 2 years. Now, my brother had the I can't remember what he said he had. Fuck, the bypass for his weight loss, and his weight loss journey is like going amazing. He looks incredible. He's looking healthy. He's happy with life. You should see him every time he puts on the top. That's so much smaller than it used to be. He shows me pictures, and I'm so proud of him. But I want to be able to do my weight loss journey my way, but it just doesn't seem to be into what I do. It just, yeah. And he goes, "Why don't you try getting a weight loss hypnosis?" I could find someone who could hypnotize me to look at junk food and go, no, you know what I mean? It would be great. But I can't find anyone who can do that. And plus, I don't think I want to trust it because they might, you know, excuse me, you might come across a total fucking asshole who's doing them and might implant something in your mind that you don't want there. And yeah. But I am going to be trying to see what I can do in future. I've thought about the balloon thing. But again, I don't have a spare $500 to spend per however long it lasts, and then yeah. So no thanks. So I want to be able to try and figure out what I could do. Once upon a time, there was a time when I was on Germline, and they say that that's supposed to keep you active, and it's supposed to do this, and it's supposed to do that. Well, for me, it put me to sleep. I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to start going to bed at a decent hour, wake up at a decent hour, and yeah. Light and easy is too expensive for me. Way too expensive for me. And I'm sorry that they don't deliver there, Kitty Witty. Have you got a friend you can get it to delivered to and then you go there and pick it up? Is that a possibility for you, hun? I've even gone as far as having like the lean cuisine meals, the ones that are 98% fat free. I've done the Weight Watchers meals that you can get from the supermarket and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's basically for me, it's like hitting my head against a fucking brick wall. It doesn't work. Yeah, I can't afford, like, I would love to be able to do light and easy. But considering how much they charge, no. And I'll say this, and I'm not saying this to make anyone out there feel bad, so don't think I am. If I made a steady income through YouTube, then by all means, I would consider light and easy. But there are times when I go live and I walk away with absolutely nothing in my PayPal. So I can't do it. No, sweetie, they can I think a friend of mine when she got light and easy, what she did is that she set up something in on her front porch and then they put it there and it was out of the sight of the street and everything like that. So you can always get them just to leave it on the doorstep or something like that. I used to love getting U-Foods when they were like, say, 7 meals for like $49. I used to get like 3 when I could afford it. I used to get like 3 lots of it and then put like 2.5 lots in, or 2 lots in the freezer, and then the third lot, sorry, in the fridge. And I'll have that for the rest of that week. And then when it came to the next week, I'd take on the Sunday, because it'll be 7 meals. And then the second week on the Sunday night, I'd take out the 7 meals and put them in the fridge. And then when it came to ordering again, I'll do the same thing, order 3 lots of 7. And it would piss me off because they stopped doing that. Now it's all like, pay this much per month. It's like, fuck off. But can't you? Okay, Kitty Witty, I'm trying to help you here. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, though. Normally, you can select a time. A friend of mine from Sydney, she was in, what area was she in? She was in like Casula, and she was able to say, okay, these are the meals. When you ring them up, you don't do it over the internet thing. You ring them up and just say you're having difficulty with the internet, you want to place an order, but you need to be able to say, look, my partner and I work every day, blah, blah, blah. I need to know a specific time. Can I choose a time between this time and this time? And that way, say, for example, if you select between, say, 4 and 5, they can go out all day, but then just ask them to put the box that they come in behind, like, say, their back gate, providing they don't have dogs that attack food and all that sort of stuff. Or, there's a way around it, I'm sure. But it's up to you. I'm just trying to help. I hope I haven't stepped over the line, and if I have, I'm sorry. But like I said, youth foods used to be good. Like I said, you could sometimes get like 10 meals for $79. And that would be awesome, because then I could say, this is when I didn't have inspections all the time and all that kind of crap, and gardening and all that crap to have to pay for. I could actually do that. I could get 2 lots of the 79, and then there'll be enough meals for me for the 2 weeks, So very, very. Oh, okay. Well, a friend of mine, she used to always get it at a time frame, because she goes, I've got kids I need to take to school and childcare. I need to pick them up at certain times. And the last thing I want is for the box to go missing. So can I please have it delivered on such and such day and time? And yeah, but that's going back about 8 years ago now. So it may have changed since then. So I don't know, but that's what she told me. But yeah, light and easy is just not in my spending ability. Oh no, she's in Casula. That's like the outskirts of Sydney. So no, yeah, Casula's like on the outskirts of Sydney, darling. Yeah. But like I said, that's going back a number of years ago. So the best thing to do is to check up on that. Excuse me, guys. But yeah. But like I said, youth foods used to be good. They do like the Hello Fresh boxes and stuff like that. But for me, they suck, because, at the best of times, the last thing you want to feel like doing is cooking. I like to be able to find somewhere where they have pre-made meals that are healthy, that can help you lose weight, and fucking, have it as, like, say, 7 meals for fucking $60 or something. That's still quite expensive, but still. I would love to be able to do something that with low calorie intake and all that sort of shit. But yeah. No, I don't have much luck with that sort of thing, which sucks. But I am going to be looking at things that I want to look at. I've tried looking at things on TikTok when they say, buy these and it'll help you do this or help you do that. They just don't help. Best way to put it. And unfortunately, like I said, they have fortunately, I should say, they have the Weight Watchers meals at Woolworths and Coles here. Oh, yes. I completely relate to that, Kitty. Completely relate to that. Um, I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying my hardest to try and find healthy meals to cook on a budget. Oh my fucking God. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one here, but in this situation, but I find that cooking a meal. Hey, Beck. How you doing? Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Beck. Oh, woohoo! Welcome to the Australian chat room. Beck. Yeah. No, thank you, Beck. That's very sweet of you to say that. Thank you. Okay. I can't help you with your chocolate cravings. I can't help you with the coffee cravings, because I don't touch either one of them. Actually, sorry, no, I take that back. I do eat chocolate, but the worst thing I have a habit of doing is that I'll go to Aldi and I'll buy the little blocks of chocolate that come in like a pack of 5, and I'll buy those wafer biscuits that have that yummy inside. And oh my God. And that's the white chocolate I eat of those little bars that you get from Aldi. But like I said, Beck, thank you so much for that. That is a beautiful thing to say. And welcome to my chat. And thank you so much for being a support over the years. It means a lot to me. Thank you. But no, I find that, like I said, I can cook something and it would taste absolutely amazing. And then worst thing is though, I don't just have like one sitting of it. I'll go back like, okay, when my brother is feeling nice enough to take me to Costco because he's got a membership, I don't because I can't afford one. I'll buy like a big slab of the pork belly, and then I'll get a friend of mine or my partner to cut it into portions for me. And the worst thing is, though, he means well, but he cuts the portions too big because I put them. But I'll put it on, say, a salad that has like vermicelli noodles, cos lettuce, red capsicum, red onion, cucumber, tomato, and then I'll have that, and then I'll cut the pork belly up and put that on top. Aww, thank you. Yes, small chats are good. I prefer them. But like I said, then I'll do that, and then I buy this Vietnamese salad dressing you can buy from Coles, and I'll just then I won't pour it as in like I'm pouring a drink. I'll just like over the top of it, and it's beautiful. And I cook my pork belly in my air fryer. I don't cook it in my oven, so it cooks in its own fat. I cook it in the air fryer, and it's a very nice salad, but it becomes a bit of an addictive salad. So if I have that salad, say on Monday, I'm going to want that salad Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then again, you know what I mean? Like I can't just have a salad of a particular kind for just one sitting. And it's something that I need to learn how to stop doing, like quickly. But it's hard though. It's hard to break a habit. Like growing up, we never had like, how can I put it without sounding like I'm bagging my whole upbringing? We never really had things around the house like that you could snack on or, go to the kitchen and grab a packet of 2-minute noodles, cook them up. And even though I did that once and I burnt down my parents' stove because I was young. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. And then what happened is that we didn't have that as kids. It was basically our main meal was dinner and that's it. Because my dad would buy like a big bulk packet of chops or something. And instead of thinking, separate these so my kids can have one or two or something like that, say at lunchtime, no, we chuck the whole fucking thing into the deep freeze and just hope for the best. Hey, Aussie True Crime, how you doing, sweetheart? Please drop your link, Aussie True Crime. You know that's a rule when you come in here. You have to drop your links. Hey, sweetie. I tried my hardest to be beautiful. Hang on. I had to pop my own ego bubble then. But yeah, but like I said, that's the thing. I try my hardest to find different ways to make different kinds of salads. I try, like if I can, I buy like the turkey rissoles, again cooked in the air fryer, and then I put them in with like a salad that you can get from over here in Australia. They're like in a bowl from Coles for like $5.50. I get the Asian crunchy noodle salad, and then I put the half of the sachet of the dressing onto the salad because the salad would be very, very boring otherwise. And then I put the turkey rissoles on 2 or 3 of those on top. Not yet. Not yet, Aussie True Crime. But I will be. Don't you worry. I'll get around to it when I can. It's just that I've got to figure out what's in what videos and think, I might actually, can I create a playlist with other people's content? Because there's a playlist I'd like people to watch, but then at the same time, I don't want people to watch it because I'm learning a lot of information from it. I haven't been up to it, to be honest with you, Aussie. I've just been really feeling emotionally fucked. That's the politest way I can put it. I feel as though that like for me personally, I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but when things get hard, it just feels as though that like the walls are closing in more and more, and I'm failing more and more. And I don't want to feel like that. So I just see it as I'll get my watch hours up when I can, but at the meantime, I'm going to be continuously trying my best to put whatever I can out there. I'm going to try my hardest in the next day or two to try and work on my playlist, like my playlists on my channel, and I reckon it'll be cool. So if you are a fan of my channel, please, guys, go back and watch previous lives before I create the playlist, because I want to try and get monetized just so that I could have the option of people becoming a member or not. I'm not saying I'm going to put it out there like full on bang on. Oh, yeah, thank you, Ozzy. That's a sweet thing to say. I'm going to highlight that. But like I said, it comes down to, like I said, there are times in life where I personally have been, like I said, I didn't have the best upbringing. I didn't have the best set of friends and all that kind of crap. And, I've been through bad relationships and I've got to take that off because that's annoying me. Sorry, Ozzy. But no, but like I said, everybody goes through something in their life that they think that they'll, at the time it's happening, they think that they'll never get past it. But you've got to remember something. Every single day you go through something horrific. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's what I try to help people through that, Beck. It comes down to when you have a situation in your life that you think you're never going to get past or you're never going to get over. You've got to remember, though, that each night when you go to sleep, or each morning or each afternoon, whenever you happen to fall asleep, you wake up after that and you think you survived that day before that. And today's a new day. Don't be one of those people who thinks that because you're going through something shit that you deserve to be treated like shit, because you don't. None of us do. But unfortunately, there are people out there who make us feel that way. And if those people make you feel like that, don't suck it up. If people say, "Oh, you're an effing asshole," suck it up, buttercup. No, there's nothing to suck up, because that person that is saying it to you is a prick. Please remember that, people. Mm. Oh my God, Beck. That's really beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I never want anyone to feel as alone as I used to feel. And okay, moment of truth. I've been through a domestic violent relationship. I've been through feeling abandoned, even though I had two parents that loved me a lot. I felt very abandoned as a kid. I found solace in people that I shouldn't have found solace in. I became friends with people that were older than me because I thought that in some way they were going to save me from my shitty life, but they didn't. I had to save me. And that goes out to everyone else who's ever gone through a bad situation in their life and they look to other people to save them. Just remember, though, there are some people out there that will save you and make you feel as though then you owe them. But just remember this, though. If you save yourself, you owe nobody anything. You owe yourself a pat on the back for being brave enough to leave that situation. Fucking oath you do. But you have to only rely on you. It's up to you to put one foot in front of the other, to walk to your room and pack a bag and never look back. That's up to you. When people have said to me in the past and even in the present, they go, well, if you're in a bad relationship, why didn't you just leave? Yeah, okay, sure. You got to remember, though, that when I was going through my domestic violent relationship, there was no such thing out there as rideshare. Like, we didn't have Uber, we didn't have Didi, we didn't have Ola, we didn't have any of that shit. We just had taxis. So you got to remember, though, that it wasn't as easy as people think to leave. Also, my partner at the time would always go through my phone. So I had no way of hiding anything from him. Couldn't hide text messages, couldn't do any of that. Hey, Bluebird, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to my chat, lovey. But like I said, it comes down to the fact that nobody out there has the right to judge you for staying. No one has the right out there to judge you for leaving. Because when I finally left, I was more afraid than when I was in the situation. Excuse me. So the reason that was the case is because, now this is going to make me look like an idiot, but this is my journey. No one else has to take for me, but my own. I still associate with the person who was violent with me, physically, not SA or anything like that happened. But the reason I stay around that person or have that person still around me, not every day, but on the odd occasion, like once every couple of months and stuff, is because then I can get an idea of their state of mind. But that's because of the fact that I lived in fear, not knowing his state of mind. And for me to be able to have any sense of a life, I knew that that's what I had to do for me. Now, I'm not saying to anybody out there who's ever gone through the domestic violent route to remain friends with your violent ex. I'm never, ever, ever will I suggest that. But the reason I did and have is because I would rather know the state of mind of said ex-boyfriend. Because if he's in a bad mood and he's on his way over here, I can quickly order myself a ride share and I'm fucking out that back door quicker than you can say, Bob's your uncle with 3 legs. You know what I mean? And I'm somewhat okay. I'm safe in a sense because I can get out of the house, I can leave, I can do anything. Yes, I am still a little bit sick. Yes, my throat's giving me hell. I just had my last butter menthol until next week, so I'm all good though. But like I said, it comes down to do what is best for you. Don't do what's best for Jenny. Hang on. Oh, yes. No, well, that's just it. I personally don't think, like, I used to always believe in the saying, fake it till you make it. But you want to know something for nothing, guys? I faked it, not in that way, but I faked it for a very, very long time. I faked a smile when someone asked how I am. I'll be like, I'm fine, I'm great. How's everything going with, I'll call him Jack. How's everything with Jack? Yeah, good, 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 good. And in the meantime, I was like pulling my sleeve down because I was trying to hide a bruise, or, adjusting my top so they didn't see the bruise on my back or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I meant by faking till you make it. But then I thought to myself, when I started this channel, I said to myself that I was never going to be fake with anybody. If anybody ever asked me a question about my past, I would answer it because it is my past and it did teach me a lot. I know now that I deserve to be treated with respect and I deserve to be treated like I'm a good person because I believe I am a good person. And it took me a very, 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 very long time to figure that out. I'm 41 years of age. And I sometimes see when I'm out and about, like I still can't watch movies where a guy slaps his girlfriend because I'm still triggered by that for the simple fact that when I see that, I freeze because I trace myself back to when I was in the bad relationship and, I see myself standing there and my ex. And I don't like that feeling. So I try not to watch those sorts of things. I try and watch things for the reason, like I watch a lot of inspiring things on TikTok. And there's a few things on my Facebook page that I've shared, and I found them very inspiring because it's like there's one person that said about how, do you need the person who broke you to apologize for breaking you? Do you need their permission to feel that hurt? Do you need that? You want it, but you don't need it. And that's something that's always stuck with me. And I watch that at least once a day because I don't need people to apologize to anything to me, for anything that they've done. If someone misses a live, I don't need people to apologise for that. It's completely fine. It's not like I'm going to be like, you missed my live. How dare you? No, it's fine. Everybody has a live. Ow, I just smacked myself in the face. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't see it as it's a problem. Oh, okay, Ozzy. If you want to quickly send me a quick PM now, I can quickly send it to you. Sorry, sweetie, I just completely missed that. But yeah, and thank you. But like I said, it comes down to that I am trying to help people in the sense, because if I tell them a bit about my story, they might be able to, um, and what I mean by like a hard life, I don't mean like I had like really hard. I just mean like hard as in the fact that it was hard for me just to be able to fit anywhere. And yeah, I've always found that a hard thing for me to fit. So if anyone, my brother just messaged me. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, I've always found it very, very difficult just to fit. And it was hard, and I'm trying my hardest each day just to rise above that. Excuse me for a sec. Excuse me, I'm just replying to Aussie True Crime. Oops. Oh, shit, I nearly fucked up. That would have been really weird. Sorry. There you go, Aussie. But yeah, but like I said, it's a hard life when you can't find where you fit. But over the years, I've learned where I fit, and I fit quite comfortably in my own life. So, like I said, I'm trying my hardest just to help people where I can. I can't financially help people, unfortunately. But if I had, like I said, if I made a steady income on here and someone said to me that they needed help, then I would. But I don't make a steady income. Hang on, sorry. I have to love all. Yeah. Yes. Please, before you go, Aussie True Crime, can you please post the link to your True Crime channel and as well as your Sense channel page before you leave, honey? Thank you, Aussie. You're a sweetheart. But yeah, but like I said, it comes down to if you find it hard to fit in, regardless of what part of your life you're in, just ask yourself, where is it you're actually wanting to fit? Because if you're trying to fit in with what you think your friends want you to be, they're not worth worrying about. I know it sounds really immature of me to say that, but I found it hard to fit in when I was a kid, and I tried. When I was younger, I tried to fit everywhere, and it was hard. So that's what I meant by it was a hard life. Hard life to figure out if I fit here or I fit there. There's Aussie's page, guys. Please don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up on her channel when she goes live. She goes live at least once, or sometimes she even go live twice a week. And her channel is absolutely awesome. So please tune in when she goes live. If you hit subscribe, ring the notification bell and get alerts for when she's live. And she's also one of my fellow Aussies. So hence why her name's called Aussie True Crime. So, yeah. I appreciate all of you still sticking around that are here. Thank you. So I'll give it about another 5 minutes or so to for people to ask questions, and then I'm going to head off because I need to rest my throat because it is giving me hell. But yeah, I have to have it well rested for Friday and as well as Sunday. So please let the throat heal up until then. That'd be great. Okay, and the second page there is her sent page, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I think so. Is it? I can't read properly. Okay, I believe that's her. Yes, it is. Yes. Aussie True Crime also has a candle. Works for a candle company. It's called Brighton. I can't pronounce it, so you're going to have to click on the link. Please subscribe to that and tune into that. She has, at times, she gives giveaways and stuff like that, and she's really, really, really good at what she does. I don't know. I honestly don't. I wish I could answer that, Kitty, but I can't because I don't know. Maybe talking too much. I'm not sure. I just woke up one day and I was feeling like absolute crap. Like I was sneezing and I was coughing. Okay, so the first one for Aussie True Crime that she posted, the first link she posted is for her True Crime page, her Aussie True Crime page. Excuse me. And the second one is for her candle melts, candles, and all that, and candle wax warmers, and all of that sort of stuff, guys. And I believe that they have quite a lot of sales and stuff. The Halloween one is coming up, so please, guys, check out her pages. Please order big from her because her way of selling things, she can sell ice to Eskimos, guys. She's amazing. So please do. I don't know, Kitty Witty. I honestly don't know. Because I don't go pretty much anywhere apart from the shops, my brothers, and occasionally, very rarely, but out for a dinner or two. Yes, I do. Mac. Yes, I do plan to cover some cases. Yes, I'm happy to do that. No. If I could, where would I like to travel? I don't actually know. Heck, I can't answer that because I don't know. No, I would. There was a time when I would have loved, and I mean, would have loved to go to Graceland. But now that I hear that Priscilla might be buried there, it's like, ugh. But still, I would love to go to Graceland. If I could travel anywhere in the world, I'd love to go to Graceland. But within Australia, I would love to go to back to Melbourne. I would love to go to Sydney, and maybe, and it's a massive, massive maybe, Queensland. Not sure, Kitty. Yeah, it might be that because the weather keeps on changing in Adelaide. 1 minute it's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold. It's like, for fuck's sake, Adelaide, stop being like Melbourne. No offense to Melbourne, but Melbourne, you can get 3 seasons in one day. And Adelaide's now following suit with that. But yeah, I don't know. See how we all go. But no, I'm going to be trying to do like more, like when I could get time, go down to Glenelg and do the Beaumont children more. I'm going to do some more on the nearly said the wrong name. Yeah, I was actually saying the right name. I'm going to do John Bonet. I want to do quite a few cases and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a live in the next few weeks so people can come up or just say in chat what their opinions are on what they believe happened with the Watts. So that's about it. What's my favourite concert you have been to? Favourite concert I've been to. I don't remember the name of it, but for being an adult, it would have to have been when they had the three Elvis impersonators. That one was fucking amazeballs. And then if it was me acting like an immature little kid, it was when I went to the Wiggles concert with my eldest nephew. So, yeah. I don't get to go to concerts much because tickets cost way too much. I wanted to go see Pink in concert, but her tickets are way too expensive. I want to try and go see Gabriel Iglesias, the Fluffy, when he's here in Australia or Adelaide. I would love to go see him. I wanted to go see a lot of stand-up comics because I find that with concerts, as far as like a musician goes, for me it's quite boring. I know that sounds horrible, but it is because of the fact that you've always got some hyperactive little twerp in front of you parading around, dancing around. At least that if you go see a stand-up comic, you guys get to sit down, but you also don't have someone jumping around like a freaking maniac. So, but my favourite concert as far as all round that I've been to would have to have been Carl Barron and Dylan Moran. They're two of my favourite. Oh, and not Dylan Moran, Bill Bailey and Carl Barron. When I went to go see those, I went with a very dear friend of mine, well, former dear friend. So they're always good. A laugh is always good. A concert, like I said, you've got always some idiot standing up, but I would like to also, if I could see a musician in concert, it would be a band known as Celtic Woman. They play beautiful, relaxing music, and I like the flow they go with. It's like I said, it's kind of like mystical, magical music. It's beautiful. But time will tell. Oh wow, Mac. Far out. I would love to actually, if I can, I would love to interview her. I'd love to interview anyone who's connected to someone who's done something like that. I've been asked. I have been asked if I would ever I've suggested to some people I would love to go into a jail and interview a murderer. But the thing is with that, over here in Australia, if you kill someone, providing it's not like really like, guts pouring out and stuff, you could be out within 20 years. And I have a very memorable face. For those who know me, know that it's a memorable face. And I don't want to be hunted down. So, no, thank you. But I think it'd be very, very interesting to be able to interview someone who is connected to someone that has been, that is a murderer, only for the fact that it'll be interesting I know that the families of the victims and stuff, but you've got to remember though that the people out there who have murderers and everything like that in their family, providing they're not killers themselves, they're victims too, because they've got to face the scrutiny of what other people think of them because they're connected to that person. Like Mac just said, she grew up with the niece of Ivan Milat. Now, can you imagine how she's living her life, knowing she has the surname Milat and knowing that her cousin and her uncle, who has now passed away, but her cousin or brother, whoever it was, Matthew, he killed his best friend, one of his best mates, killed him on his birthday by taking an axe and go straight into his stomach. Now, that's disgusting, but the thing is, though, having the surname Milat, it just makes you think, how does that family carry on? So, okay, no worries, back. But yeah, it's really sad that people always forget that there's the victim's family and then there's also the convicted their family, if they have no, you know, bad bone in their body sort of thing, like they're suffering too because they're connected with that person because the surname binds them. And it's just, for me personally, I think it's absolutely horrific that there are people out there who sometimes forget that. Like, I just think it's sad. Oh yeah, so would I be, Kitty. Don't you worry. But I found out. I think that I don't know who was in here when I said this last time. I found out that a distant relative of mine back in 1876, she was convicted and charged and executed for killing her husband. So her name was Elizabeth Woolcock. Now, the thing that's very interesting about that is the fact that when I saw a picture of her on Google, feel free to Google her after the live, guys. But like I said, seeing a picture of her and seeing how she positions one of her hands that's in her lap is exactly the way I position my hand. And I've never really figured out why that was until I saw that picture. I'm like, oh my God. That doesn't mean I'm going to go kill someone. But yeah, she murdered her husband because she was sick of him. Like, as it's going to sound really horrible putting it like this, and I'm sorry if there are any victims in chat, but in the way I put it is that she got sick of getting smacked around by him, so she poisoned him. Mm. Yeah. Oh my God, Mac, that's freaky shit, man. Oh, oh my God, that's fucking big. Oh wow. Oh, that's scary shit. Oh, fuck that. Oh God. Sorry, that freaks me out. That really does. And we have a Salisbury here in Adelaide. Oh, oh, far out. That's fucked. Back then you couldn't get a divorce. Yeah. Yeah, so it was in 1876. So if anyone sees a picture of her when she's sitting down and you actually see a picture of her and you want to know how I sit and all that kind of crap, it's really fucking weird because the way her hand, like I said, I think it's her right hand, is positioned in her lap. That's exactly how I position my hand. Exactly the same way, the thumb pointing to the third crease on the pointer finger. Back in the old days. Oh, that's nut. I'm getting goosebumps, Kitty. And I'm getting goosebumps big time here, Mac. It's freaky shit, man. But yeah, as soon as I find out more about her, like she was the last woman within in South Australia that was hung, and that's how she was executed. And yeah, hang on, sorry, give me a hang on. Well, the way to try and remember Mac is because I'm trying to remember who he was. Is he the one that wanted to transition in jail? Because if it was him, I can't remember. I know that there was a guy out there who went around and killed, like, I think it was 3 women and stuff, and yeah, for no reason. And then he looked like John Candy. That's the best thing I could. If it's the person, oh, that's scary. I hate when that happens when you walk past someone and you get like this really bad feeling, and it's like, ugh. But here's the thing: it's funny how, not funny, haha, but funny, bizarre how we can walk past people in the street. Hang on, sorry, give me a sec, guys. Sorry. Hey Van, how you doing, sweetheart? Oh, Holy shit. Oh, kitty witty, that's fucked, man. Oh, hang on, what's this? I didn't know you could put someone in time out for. Neither did I. Didn't know that either, chillin'. Neither did I, sweetie. No, it's fine. That's what this chat's all about, honey. Change of subject is always good. It's always fine. It's always welcomed. Yeah, but like I was saying before that, oh, that's freaky. It's amazing how us as women, okay, and if there's men in here, just deal with it, being sexist here. But even men, I guess, if you want to put yourself in the same situation, we can walk past people in the street and we instantly get that feeling that there's something not quite right. And then, but when it comes to actually looking at somebody that we start a life with, we have children with, we get married, blah, 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 that intuition that we get switches off. And between us lot, I fucking hate that. Mm, yes. But yeah, like I said, she used to get hit by her, as in my distant, I think it was my distant cousin. And like I said, she got sick and tired of being hurt by her partner, so she poisoned his food with arsenic. Smart woman. But unfortunately, she was found. But the thing is, though, she would always leave. Hang on, sorry, I've missed something here. Hang on. He definitely got his contumpence or whatever the word is. He got his payback well and truly. No, yeah, that's what I'm going to go with, Kitty. But yeah, so good old Elizabeth Wilcock, my distant cousin, or whatever you want to call her. She murdered her spouse because she was sick of being hurt by him. And yeah, she would leave, and then he would find her, and then he would pretty much by her hair drag her back home. And so she had enough of it. And back then, like, she was sentenced by a jury of her peers to death. Mind you, the jury of her peers were all men. She was never allowed to take the stand in her own defense. Nothing. And back in the 1800s, women didn't have voices to be able to say, it was okay to be in a marriage where you're in a relationship where your partner would hit you if male against woman, where it was okay to do that because there weren't any laws about that. There weren't any laws to stop it. And even to this very day, I hate to say it, the laws have not changed that much at all. They've changed a lot in some areas, yes, and that's great. But there's some areas that they definitely need improving on. Oh, what do I think of Catherine Knight? Fucking crazy bitch. I'm sorry, but fuck. Oh my God. I remember when saw that story on YouTube, and it was on the thing, I think it was either with Lisa McCune or someone else who was hosting it. And they said that a cop went into the back door, and it was all in darkness, and then out of nowhere his right or left arm felt really, really cold, and he couldn't understand why. And he brushed his arm, and he felt that his sleeve was all wet, and he thought he'd walked in some wet clothes or something hanging up. Turned on the light, and it turns out that it was a sheet of the guy's skin. Sorry, I should have put a trigger warning for that. And yeah, it was just like, yeah, it was fucking gross. No, any kind of abuse is never okay. At any time of day or night or morning, whatever it doesn't matter. Abuse is still abuse. Karma works in mysterious ways, Kitty, and I'm sorry you had to do that. Oh, okay, Chairman McVan. Sweet dreams, honey. I hope to get to talk to you soon. And maybe one day, when your internet's working really good, could you please honour my channel with that song "Love Will Keep Us Alive"? Pretty please with a cherry on top, but only if you can, because I want that to be a song that I play if I'm able to get a recording of you singing it. Only if you're comfortable with it, singing it, and then when I do my introduction and stuff, I can do that, and that way, I can play that before I go live, but only if you're up to it. No pressure. No need to answer me now. But just, honey, I'm just very, very grateful that you were in here. And let me know if you're going to come in here with Emu, and I will temporarily remove his wrench so you can block him. But not for 24 hours. That's mean. You're my number one mod fan, and you have been from day one, sweetheart, so you can do whatever the fuck you want, honey. Night, sweetheart. Let me know about what I asked you. But yeah, Van has been Van's the reason I have this channel, guys, because she set it all up for me, and she's an absolute sweetheart, and she's my little sister. Regardless if we don't, we're true sisters because we hardly talk on the phone. But yeah, as I was saying, I just want people to know that violence, there's never any excuse for it. The Catherine Knight one, it actually grossed me out so badly that I almost didn't want to do true crime at all. That's one thing that set me over the edge, was like, ugh. But it's horrible how they tried to blame her childhood on why she was the way she was. It's had, in my opinion, like I said, I didn't grow up with the best of life. Joe Blow down the road probably didn't have the best of life. You know what I mean? Like, what I mean by the best of life, I had two parents that loved me. I had a bed to sleep in. I had food on the table, all that sort of crap. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going to head out because I'm feeling a little bit in the throat. But I will talk to you all again in the next few days. If you have any ideas of what you would like me to talk about, please feel free to let me know, and we'll go from there. But like I said, just keep in mind that I will be very selective of what I choose to talk about, because there are a few of my very dear friends that do join me, whether it's at the end of my life, whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end. It doesn't matter. I want to be very protective of people who have gone through any kind of violence in their life. I want to protect them, and I want this to be a safe place for everybody to be. So, yeah, so am I, Kitty. That's also why I'm going to head off, because I don't want to fall asleep on live. All right, everybody, you all take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. Again, if you want to donate to me, my PayPal link is in the description. If you don't want to, that is completely fine. Just tune in. And please, like Aussie True Crime had mentioned, please go back and watch a few of my previous lives. Help me get up to the amount of hours I need, so that I can probably do You Too Inc. Thank you, darling. Please feel free to donate to my PayPal. Every cent counts. And it will also help me just with things in general for my channel, and maybe help me with getting a few more things for my throat. Who knows? But until next time, guys, just remember, Tammy's here if you need her. Beck, thank you so much for participating in chat tonight, honey. I appreciate it. I hope that you will join again soon. Oh, thank you so much. And all of you, just take care and be good. All right. Well, you know what? You don't have to be good. Just be good to yourself. Don't worry about being good to the assholes in your life or the people who try and say to you how to live your life. You just live your life the way you want to and do what you want. Don't let anybody tell you how to live your life, because it's your life. It's your own heart beating in your chest, and you choose how you live it. So until next time, guys, I'm here for all of you. But until next time, good afternoon, good evening. Sorry, good morning, what was it? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah, there we go. All right. Take care all. Bye-bye.